Okay, so we've had a very good meeting with the Taoiseach today just to talk about the current state of play, the fact that here we are still today with no functioning executive. I absolutely concur with the Taoiseach actually in his commentary this week where he referred to the need for the two governments to be working hand in glove to restore the executive. That is absolutely the case. They're both co-guarantors of the agreement. And I'm very certain of the fact that public patience is wearing thin with the DUP. And, I've heard more urgency from the Taoiseach today than I've heard from the British government in terms of the need to restore the executive. Minds are going to quickly turn to the return of school in September, and people still are sitting not knowing if the children are going to have a place in September. Alongside that, we're going to be into a whole new budget process where potentially a British government will again set a budget for our public services. Not acceptable, not good enough, and patience is just wearing thin with the DUP. Can I just say about the data breach, the security breach in terms of the PSNI, obviously very worrying developments, a story that's still unfolding. I'm very mindful of the officers, the staff and their families at this time, but what we now need to have are all the facts laid out bare for us all to see, and what we need to see is accountability in terms of the response to that. I hope that will be achieved in tomorrow's emergency policing board meeting. And then finally, just in relation to the things that we've witnessed in Gallia and Derry over the last couple of days, obviously completely anti-social activity, completely anti-community activity is wrong and it needs to stop. And my thoughts are with all those people that have been impacted by these unfolding developments.
I had a very useful conversation with the Taoiseach. We talked about matters of mutual interest and concern, and obviously trade is one of those areas, cross-border trade. Our focus at the moment is on resolving the major problems that were created by the Northern Ireland Protocol. We continue to engage with the government. That engagement has intensified in recent weeks, and I hope that within the next few weeks we will have a definitive response from the government and we'll be able to put a proposition forward. But the government knows that more needs to be done, and we need to see that progress. I want to see the Assembly and Executive restored and properly functioning, but I am very clear we need a solution that works for Northern Ireland, that resolves the problems created by the Northern Ireland Protocol, and that protects in law our ability to trade within the UK internal market with the rest of the United Kingdom.